how to re-roll in Code Geass Lost Stories, and what should you do every single day to level up quickly. We're going to cover both of those topics right now, starting with the re-roll guide. Step 1. Install the game.
Obviously.
And after you install the game, you want to download the data and create a Como account. Step 2, complete the tutorial. Step 3, summon from the Ring 4 banner. Then you want to use the 3000 Sakura die that the game awards you to summon from the normal banner. And if you're still not satisfied, go to your profile and change the birthday to today's date, because you will get 10 free Black Summon tickets, which you can then use in the Black Summon banner to get 10 additional summons. If you're still not satisfied with your team, you then have two options. You can either play through the game and complete 14 beginner missions to get a rainbow ticket, which will guarantee you a rank 4 character, or you can delete the data and then switch to another Como account and try the whole process again. Yes, you have to create a new Como account or use a different Gmail account. You cannot just delete your data and try again, and from what people in the server have told me, you can't even delete your Como account. It seems to be email locked for some reason, which is really annoying. Now let's move on to what you should do every single day if you want to level up quickly. I'm not only going to give you a complete list of things to do, but the exact order to do them, because that matters. So this list of things starts with the daily free summon. Once you complete that, then you want to go into the training room once you've unlocked it. The reason why you want to do it in this order, because later on in the game, you're going to eventually max out all your pilots. And so what happens is when you go into training room, you can restart the room for the next 12, however many hours you want to do. But if the pilots are all 99, the only thing you're going to get out of them is additional XP items. Now, what happens if you set the room up, but then you decide to do your daily summon and get a brand new pilot? Well, now you have to go back into training mode, go back to that room, and if you have a skip ticket, use it, and if you do not, well, you're kind of screwed. So with this method, you first see if you got a new pilot, then go into the training room and set it up with that new pilot. So that way you are being as efficient as possible. Next, you want to go into your guild and then chat, salute, whatever the term you want to use. Basically, place a sticker, it'll boost your stamina, and you'll get guild medals, which are important for the guild medal shop. The reason why you want to do this now is because you want to get the stamina boost out of the way before you actually start your missions. And speaking of that, the next step is to do the daily quests. You want to do this now because it's the best way to efficiently use your stamina throughout the day. Basically, use all of it now and then use some of it later. Now make sure to do a few daily quests and also the campaign missions, because both of those contribute to your daily missions. In the mid to late game, you'll probably have most of the chapter missions completed, so at that point, it makes sense to just do a daily quest. We will also get challenge missions down the road, which you can complete in addition to the daily and the campaign missions. The next thing I would say to do is go into arena mode, but arena mode is not currently in the global release and only in the Japanese version. Once it is though, I'd recommend doing that next because it takes the most amount of time. For me, about 15 minutes to complete. Now arena mode doesn't require stamina, so you don't have to complete it right now, but when I usually play Code Geass Lost Stories, I try to get everything done as fast as possible to move on to other things. Not that I don't like the game, I like to be as efficient as possible. When you're done with arena mode, move on to expedition mode. Just like arena mode, it also does not require any stamina to play, so you can do this whenever you want. If you have not completed a campaign yet, it might be beneficial to do that early in the morning because it will take some time to do. But once you complete a campaign in expedition mode, you can skip it the next day. That's why I put it lower in the list, because it's something you can get out of the way very quickly. One important thing about expedition mode, if you are playing the global release version, do not start the other campaigns if you are not prepared to finish it from beginning to end. Because if you want to simulate another campaign you completed already, you'll have to quit the current one you're in if you don't complete it to simulate that one. It's a real pain in the ass, but at least in the Japanese version, they fixed this, and hopefully we'll get that update in the global release sometime in the future. But I gotta be honest, the game is quite behind at the moment, so don't expect that update anytime soon. Now, if you followed all of these steps, you probably already completed all of your daily missions, but if you haven't, check the daily mission to see what you're missing, and of course complete that. Daily missions are super important for your success in the game, and I would also check the weekly and total just to see where you are in completing those. Often you will not complete the weekly missions until the end of the week, and the total may not be for quite a while. So of the three, I wouldn't worry too much about the total missions. For your stamina, you want to use all of it early on after logging in, because by the end of the day it'll fully recharge so you can play through all the other missions you hadn't complete in the early part of the game. This is a very efficient way to get through all the missions without having to spend your pizza or your own Sakuradite to boost your stamina. Now obviously none of these things will work if you don't play every single day, so make sure you're doing that as well. Since we just talked about re-rolling and also what to do every single day to level up quickly, I recommend checking out my videos on the priority guides for all the pilots and my beginner's guide for the game in general. Check those out right now.